Hello and welcome to Jeremy's Yorkshire allotment adventures on what is a slightly windy day here. It's warm though, we've got cloud cover and well, we need a little bit more rain, believe it or not. The ground is really dry even though we had rain yesterday. Amazing, is it? Why am I stood on the banking? Well, I'm stood next to my poppies and well, they are just one of the most beautiful, delicate, intricate flowers I've seen in a long time. Now these flowers are very special because they're red and they've got the white cross. And I bought them because they're associated with a charity that to raise funds for the Chelsea pensioners, and I've found the packet and it's called the Victoria Cross Poppy. And of course some of the money that we paid for the flowers is donated to the Chelsea pensioners. And well, they're just absolutely incredible. And should we do the photograph? Here we go. In fact, here's a series of them. And as you can see, they're absolutely beautifully delicate inside. Absolutely amazing. The little head inside replicates this head here. Now, what's fascinating is these have never had a flower on them. They've just grown like that, and which I find absolutely amazing. Unless of course there were a time when I disappeared for 4 days, but I don't think so because I've not seen anything like this head here growing. They've just grown as, I think, possibly a seed hub. Every single one has got one of those that isn't developing into a flower. So fingers crossed, when these have all died away and these have dried out a little bit more, we can open them and there'll be lots and lots of poppy seeds, or they'll open up themselves and self-fertilise this and self-sow this area here. So we'll have lots and lots more of these poppies. Just absolutely incredible, absolutely fantastic. He can go away. There's a little creature inside. We don't want you destroying these beautiful poppies. As I say, they're here for charity reasons, to raise money for the Chelsea pensioners. Even the outside. Isn't nature absolutely wonderful? Aren't we lucky to be surrounded by plants such as this? And even the humble onions and leeks I've got here are producing beautiful flowers, as did my carrot. Nature, fantastic. So yes, raising money for the Chelsea pensioners. That was worth a packet of seeds, wasn't it? Well, sit back, relax, welcome to the show. I think I need to go and have a cuppa now I've seen these because they're just amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'm just checking out my golden raspberry plant, which is just down here. There's raspberries on, but not yet enough to pick, or big enough to pick, or even they've not gone golden. So here we are, look at this, absolutely. I mean, it's huge now, my lovely, beautiful smelling lavender bush. It's just gorgeous. This of course is very old, and I cut it back every year, and we'll be able to use this lavender in potpourri, all sorts of things. And yeah, isn't it fantastic? And the bees love it, and it's no wonder the bees love it actually. They're absolutely magnificent. Now speaking of bees, the other day when we had a torrential downpour, storms and everything, I came down after and I saw, well, a bee that had been trapped in water. It must have been down there, and then it just couldn't get out. It's absolutely completely soaked. So I got him out of the water and I placed him onto one of the roses in the hope he could get himself revived, and I did a little video, and here we are. Let's have a look at our lovely bee. It wasn't until I looked at the video afterwards that I noticed he's actually getting the water off his body with his hind legs. It's just incredible, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. And the funny thing is, at the end, he shakes his little bum. He has a little wiggle to try and get rid of the excess water. And all is good because he flew away in the end. He got enough about him. His wings dried out enough to fly. Just absolutely beautiful things. I've said before, we need bees. We need to encourage bees, plant the flowers such as these, and as I said with poppies, I've just looked at the sweet peas are incredible. They really do love the colours in all the sweet peas, the roses of course, and yeah, I'm really pleased I've planted more flowers on the allotment this year because it's attracted a lot more pollinators. Isn't that brilliant? Do you know something about lavender? You just can't stop touching it. I'll just smell so lovely later. Well, across from me, near the strawberries. Well, here I am next to my strawberries, and I've had such a success this year. I'm very lucky, of course. It's taken 2 years to establish these plants, and well, they've gone a bit huge, some of them, and sometimes not producing as many strawberries. But of course, they're establishing, and hopefully in a year's time, I'll get more and more. It's just been so nice to have had to come down, and if I would say to anybody, a plant to grow, strawberries, because you can grow them anywhere. They're going to hang in baskets. It's interesting, there was a programme on how they grow the strawberries for Wimbledon, and they're all off on the ground. They use the hydroponic system, which is in planters high up, and the water's fed under them, so there's roots, and they hang down and they're picked that way, so nothing can get to them, which is probably a very good idea. Mine, I've probably had here again another 15 off, and I've had possibly between 5 and 10 every day for the last couple of weeks, which is magnificent because they're fresh. And I pick them early in the morning, sometimes in the afternoon, depending when I want a strawberry. And I don't put them in the fridge at all, they're on the side. The interesting thing is, because they're fresh and homegrown, they do go off rather quickly, so you really do have to eat them the day after you've picked them, because of course there's no pesticides on them. I don't feed them with anything to stop them having their life cycle, as it would say, to hold them back. I don't put them into cold storage and all those things, because I think it would just ruin the beautiful flavour of these magnificent, again talking about nature, aren't they fantastic? Just amazing, and they have been tasty. I've also got raspberries. Not many, actually. I'm slightly disappointed. I thought we'd have more. But again, they're new plants. They've been moved again this year, so maybe they need time to establish. They'll be cut right back in the winter months, in hopefully to encourage more shoots to grow. I've had a couple of the golden raspberries, and they are coming slowly and steadily, but they'll be there. Or maybe over the next week we'll get some more, and I'll take some photographs of those. But yes, very lucky. Now, as I sit here looking at my allotment, and as mine shot up, there's an anniversary on the 11th of July, because Darren in Wakefield, he got his allotment virtually a year ago, and it's just, the transformation has been sensational. And this is one of the photographs Darren sent me early on when he just got the plot, and it's an aerial view. And as you can see, it's just a lot of, well, weeds, bushes, overgrown, everything. There's no area to grow, really. And Darren's very kindly sent me a video. So sit back, relax, and listen to Darren as he explains his journey on his allotment. This is 1 year old. Over to Darren.
Hi Jeremy, it's Darren here over in Wakefield. I've had the allotment for almost a year now, so I thought I'd give you a tour around. I don't know if you remember what it was like when I first got it in July last year, but it was just one big mess of brambles. The bushes were encroaching onto the plot, and so I had to double dig the whole plot, which took quite a while. But it was a job well done. The shed I built over a couple of weeks. And this is a view from my sweet corn over the length of the plot. My marigolds, which on your advice I partner planted with my onions to keep away the pests. These are my pumpkins that I'm growing on a frame. My peppers that I've got in a raised bed, and I'm quite proud of these. I've never been able to grow them before. Lovely carrots. This is inside the greenhouse. Got lots of tomatoes that hopefully are going to be red very, very soon. And we're also in the process of digging up our first potatoes of the season. They look quite small, but they are very tasty. Well, I hope you enjoyed the tour, Jez. Thanks for the inspiration and the motivation each week. Keep up the videos. Take care, mate. Bye.
Well, what can I say, Darren? It's just absolutely magnificent. Your journey has been incredible. You've worked like a Trojan. Unbelievable. Like you said, you had to double dig right from the fence to get all of the pernicious roots out, the weeds, the bindweed, everything coming through from the fence. You went down and you got rid of most of it, and you're tackling it like we all do, I suppose, on a daily basis. We always have weeds. They always come. They enjoy being around the other plants and sucking the lifeblood sometimes out of plants that we actually want. But you've produced some amazing things. You've got a whole range of foods, from sweet corn through to your tomatoes, to cucumbers, to potatoes, and it's just incredible. You're starting to pick your potatoes. Well, I'm going to have to start picking mine, because sometimes, even though I talk about it, about not planting too many things, I got a little bit carried away with my potatoes. And I've probably planted about 30 potato seeds across the way. And well, of course they've all grown, and they've had the weather recently, they've had the heat and the rain, and so they're all shooting up again. But it's time to start digging, because I want some of the area to plant some more food for the winter crops. So I'm going to start taking some of the early ones out, the ones that I put in first. But Darren, as I say, an amazing journey. Thank you for all of your input over this last year, because you've sent lots of pictures. In fact, I've got a whole new folder on iMovie called Darren's Allotment. And well, brilliant. I look forward to seeing your next journey. What are you going to grow next year? Are you going to grow something completely new? I have this year. I'm growing my loofahs and butternut squash, and that's going to be an incredible journey. They're actually taking over my greenhouse. So, well, if you choose to take them over, Darren, then, well, fingers crossed. And, well, good luck. Once again, thank you very much for watching Jeremy's Yorkshire Allotment Adventures. It means a lot that you all send in your videos, your pictures, your comments are incredibly valuable back for me. I love reading them. I love hearing from you all. And particularly that, well, you're in all over the world, which I think's amazing. And, well, I'll see you next time here with more updates, possibly about more things that my viewers are growing. I'm sure we're all growing something somewhere. But yes, top tip, grow some strawberries next year, and even in a bucket or a windowsill, a hanging basket. If it's in a hanging basket though, remember, put some of that water crystal gel stuff in it. It'll retain the water in there. And don't forget to water your lovely hanging baskets with tomato plant food. Encourages them to grow big and strong. Ta-ra for now.